Hello and welcome back. Today we'll try to write a mobile app only by using AI. For this, we will use ChatGPT 3.5, the free version, and we will try to write an Android app. One of the most important things while using ChatGPT is to write a good prompt. If you don't give it enough information or context, you will receive a bad response. So let's provide it with as much context as possible. So let's get started. I would like to create an Android mobile app. It should be a to-do list app. I have no software development skills and don't know how to start. I only have a MacBook and that's it. I don't know what tools I need or to write any code. Please give me step-by-step instructions on how to proceed. But let's just start with the first step, and after I complete it, I can ask you to proceed further. Okay, so what did ChatGPT say? Sure, let's get started with the first step. Step 1. Set up your development environment. Since you have a MacBook, you will need to set up your development environment for Android app development. Here's what you need to do. Install Java Development Kit, JDK. Android apps are typically written in Java or Kotlin. You'll need to install JDK on your Mac. You can download it from the Oracle website, Java SE Development Kit. Install Android Studio. Install Android SDK. Set up Android emulator or connect a physical device. Let's proceed with downloading all of this, and after that we are set. So I've downloaded Android Studio, and based on the info I got from the Android developer page, Android Studio kind of has everything I need built in. So I don't need to follow the other steps for installing the Java Development Kit and so on that ChatGPT provided. So it's a good idea to check the developer website for additional info, and don't rely 100% on ChatGPT because things are dynamic and might change, and ChatGPT might not have all the updated info that you will find on the official developer website. But at least it pointed me to the correct website, and it's a nice starting point. Okay, so let's proceed to the next step and see what else do I need to do. Okay, done. Let's go to the next step. Great, now that you have your development environment set up, let's move on to the next step. Step 2, create a new Android project. Follow these instructions to create a new Android project in Android Studio. Open Android Studio on your Mac. In the welcome screen, select Start New Android Studio Project. Choose an empty activity or basic activity template to start with. It's pre-selected. Okay, my application. In the Configure a Project screen, you need to provide the following information: name, package name, and save location. Let's just copy this to-do list app. The package name, this is the unique identifier for your app. It usually follows the reverse domain name convention. Okay, common example to-do list. Common example to-do list app. I think this would do for now. Yay! Finished! Or not really. Okay, so I already can see some pre-built code over here. Let's just copy this code and tell ChatGPT where I am at right now. This will give it a bit more context and it might provide better responses from now onwards. I can see this in my Android Studio, and let's paste the code here. Okay, so it seems that I've opened the main activity of my Android project. So ChatGPT kind of tries to teach me how to write this software, but I don't really want to do that. I just want to use ChatGPT to write me software. So I don't want to learn how to do it. I just want it to do it for me. Okay, great. I don't want to learn software engineering right now, but just you to tell me how to do it step by step. So now step 1, design the task list screen UI. First, we'll design the UI for the screen that displays the list of tasks. We'll create a new composable function called task list screen to replace the greeting composable. Here's how you can do it. Replace the greeting composable function with the following code. Okay, greeting composable function. I assume it is this one. Fun greeting composable. Okay, so I should replace it with this code. Okay, fair enough. We are using lazy column. Now let's update the set content block in onCreate method to use the task list screen. Okay, set content. Do I have this? I have this. Let's copy this code and let's replace it over here. Seems to work. But I have some problems here, I think. These items are highlighted in red. So if I'm correct, this means there are some issues. Let's tell ChatGPT that we have some words highlighted in red. So I have some words like lazy column, items, and padding highlighted in red. It seems like you're encountering an issue with unresolved references, which typically indicates that the necessary imports are missing. Let's make sure you have all the necessary imports added to your file. Okay, at the top of your file you should have import statements that should look like this. Just copy it. Okay, here. Oh, I have a bunch. Let's add some more. So I have this already, this one already, and this material text again. This is highlighted in red. Now it gives me two responses. Okay, dependencies. Do I have something like that in here? Yes. So I think I need to add those two over here. Let's see. Implementation, it's a bit off, so they don't seem like the other ones over here. So let's assume that ChatGPT doesn't know this setup. Maybe it's a different kind of setup, and just let's mimic what we have above and hope for the best. Okay, so this seemed to work, but this does not work. Okay, this does not work. So we're already encountering issues. We are like almost 20 minutes into this, developing a simple app, and we already have some issues. Update Android Studio, create new compose project. I think it started to go circles. I don't want to check the Android Studio version. I downloaded the last version. I think it's up to date. I don't want to create a new project. I just created one. Okay, so setting up a project, I think it's easier if you just go through the documentation, especially for a small project like this. I think you'll go faster in completing it if you just go to the official page and read through the documentation. But let's see how long does it take us to develop this simple app using ChatGPT only. Maybe the paid version, it's a bit more powerful. Maybe this one doesn't know that many things and it might hallucinate sometimes. Let's give it some more context. Maybe this helps. So this is my Gradle file. Please help. Please replace the XXS with the appropriate version number for Compose UI. Okay, and it gave me a link. So if I copy this, the 1.6.5. Okay, this worked. Okay, so that worked in the end. So now this text works. This greeting, I think I deleted this greeting. Let's delete it. And this padding, it's still red. Let's give him some context again. In my activity, I have this, but the padding is red. Again, maybe some imports that are wrong. Let's copy this code, stop it a bit, okay, and just copy paste it at the top as always. Okay, so this I already have. This I already have. And this. Okay, so I clicked on it and it says unresolved references, import extension function. Let's click. It worked. And now the text is red again. Let's just delete it. Okay, seems to work. All okay now. What's next? Okay, now that we've successfully resolved the issue, let's move on to the next step. Implement the add in task functionality. Create a new composable function called add task. Okay, let's just copy. I told it that I don't want to learn development right now. I just want to copy code. I'm copying it. Let's put it here. Again, red. Let's see if I go over it. Okay. Okay, so I had to fix all the imports. I found that if you click on them, Android still kind of tells you that you need to fix some imports and it automatically does it for you. So that's nice. Next. Okay, update the main activity to navigate to the task list screen and add task screen. I'll just copy all of it and hope for the best. Again, some imports, I think. This one is highlighted in red. It seems there might be a typo in the parameter name. Let's correct it. I think it needs more context. So this is my code. The onAdd task is still red. Okay, let's copy again the task list screen. Task list screen. Okay, it works. Nice. Done. Next step. Great progress. Okay, I didn't do anything. I'm just copy pasting what you give me. So yeah. The next step is to implement the functionality to actually add tasks to your list when the user enters a new task in the add task screen. Let's proceed with that. And inside over here, boom, it worked. I'm surprised a bit. Done. Next. Great. Now that we have implemented the functionality to add tasks to the list, next step is to implement the ability to mark tasks as completed or delete them from the list. I didn't ask for that, but it's nice for ChatGPT to actually provide me this extra functionality. Once you've implemented, okay, let me know if you need further. Yes, I need further assistance, of course. Yes, I do need further assistance. Of course, let's break down the process of implementing tasks actions step by step. Modify the task item UI. So just replace this. It works. Again, importing everything. This worked. Implement the task action logic. Task list screen. Okay, just copy everything. That's what I want. Just give me the entire code. And now I have some weird stuff over here. I knew that I will have some weird stuff in here. Boom, it works. Actually, the start was not that good, but by now I think ChatGPT has a bit more context and it's easier to give me hints on what to do. Okay, next, please. Okay, so it goes on saying that we have to implement some sorting and some filtering. I don't really need that for now. Let's ask it something else instead. I don't need extra features. Let's keep it simple. Can I run the app and see if it works? To run the app, follow these steps. Make sure your Android device is connected to your computer or set up an Android click on run button, green play button. Let's just click the run button and see what it does. So I can see some task over here, but okay, so I have task 1 test, but I did not add anything. So it doesn't seem that it's working as it's supposed to. I'm seeing a screen with task 1, task 2, and task 3. Is this okay? Okay, so it seems it's a good sign. It means your app is working. Now you can interact with the app to test its functionality. You can try adding new tasks using the add task screen. I cannot see the add task screen. Yeah, no add task screen. Let's copy it again. Or not. My class looks like this. It is thinking harder and harder. I think we are reaching the limit of the tokens that ChatGPT can handle in one session. Okay, so it asks me to do some stuff. Can you give me the code for that? So I think ChatGPT made a mistake here. Okay, let's run it again. Okay, what's the issue here? Oh, yeah, I forgot to add this code. So let's add this code over here. And run it again. Oh, yes, now we have a task. Let's see what happens. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Test, task 1. Add task. Okay. Test, task 2. Okay, nothing happens. It appeared. But adding a task does nothing. I cannot see the tasks I've added. Okay, so in that task screen you should have a callback function at. Okay, just copy the code. I don't care. Add task. Where is it? Add task. Okay, just copy it. Hopefully. Okay, it should be the same. Let's just copy this entire thing again. Run it. Test A, B, C, D. Again, but nothing. Done, nothing. I can only see the add task button. There might be an issue with how the task list state is being updated. Stop. I'll provide you the entire code. Just give me the correct code so I can paste all of it at once. So let's just give it the entire code. Thank you for providing the code. You're welcome. Let's see. And my idea here is to just copy the entire thing. Maybe providing it the entire code makes it understand exactly where it got it wrong. Of course, when you write software, you won't write everything in the same class, but for the sake of simplicity and of course assuming that you're somebody who doesn't know how to do software engineering at all, let's see if you can get away with it and just use ChatGPT to write something from scratch. I'm seeing that this is missing, so we have it over here, but it is missing. So if I copy this code, I'm sure it won't work. Let's copy everything and paste it, but not over the imports. Let's point that out. You forgot about task list screen. Give me the code again, all question mark, all of it. Certainly. Okay, now he also gives me the imports. Okay, let's see. I think I should have asked this from the beginning. Just give me the entire code from the beginning, let me copy it in one file, and that's it. Let's try that. At the end, if we get this working, just delete everything and I will try a new session just asking him that and see what happens. So let's hope this works. Okay. The only thing that doesn't work is this one. At this line, task list state is red. Okay, let's do this import then. Still red. Can you give me the entire code again with this change included? I should have done this from the start. Just give me the entire thing, I'll just copy it, paste it, and that's it. And then I'll ask for the iOS code and I'll create an iOS app exactly the same. Copy paste, 2 seconds, that's it. I hope it works, but I'm a bit reluctant. So it all boils down to give it the responses that ChatGPT give you are as good as the prompts you provide. Copying the code. Does it have the imports? Okay. Just delete everything, copy everything. Whoa. It worked. Let's run it again. Whoa. So ChatGPT did not know to include a package when it generated the entire code I asked it to. So let's see if I add another task, namely, doesn't appear. Now I can see the tasks. I can add a new task, but I cannot see the new task added. This is my code. Can you spot the issue? Okay, so the issue might be here, it says. Add task screen. I'm just copying it. It's too much already. Add task screen. Okay, so this changed. Let's see if this works. Yeah, now, so now I'm stuck on the add task screen. In providing the solution, ChatGPT kind of deleted some old code which stopped some other functionality. So it fixed a bug, but introduced a new one. Nice. Nope. Okay, not working. I don't want to debug it myself. I want ChatGPT to do it. Okay, now I am stuck on the add task screen after adding a new task. So we are almost reaching 1 hour and we did not finish this pretty small, simple app. It started running in circles. So it fixes one issue, but with every new issue that it fixed, it introduces a new one. Let me copy again the add task screen. Okay, let's import this one. Don't care now. In the main activity, let's try to search for that. Of course this changed. Come on, now this is... So it's really obvious that now ChatGPT is running in circles. We've been through this step again before, in which this task list state was read, was not okay, was not passed correctly, or whatever, and it went back to that again. Here's how you can modify the main activity. Okay, I'll modify the main activity again. This whole thing. Just give me the entire code once and that's it. So it works. It seems to work. So let's see. ASD, I am bored right now. Can't believe it. It really worked. My brand new task. It worked. So it took about 1 hour to do a to-do list. Well, the start of a to-do list. So we have what here? A screen with a list of to-dos, and we can add new to-dos to the list. And that's it. We would still have to be able to sort them, maybe to delete them, and that's about it. But in 1 hour, that's what you can achieve with ChatGPT. I think you might be able to achieve a bit more if you're starting from scratch in a more usual way. So just learn how to write a simple Hello World app using the documentation you can find on the developer webpage, and then maybe ask ChatGPT like specific questions, like how to show up a list, how to create a button. But if you're relying on it right now at this moment in 2024 to write you the entire app from scratch, you might not get very good results from the start, from the get-go. But I think that if you're asking specific questions, you might have more luck. So let's delete everything and create a new page and start from scratch, and let's see if it can give us the entire code in one go. I want a Kotlin code to write an Android to-do list app. Can you give it to me in one go? The code should show a list of to-dos and have a button that will allow me to add a new to-do to the list. Then it will update the list with the new to-do item I've added. So let's create a new blank activity. So I will provide it with the starting point, because otherwise we might run into some other issues. It will provide me maybe some additional way of doing stuff. You have like tons of way of doing the same thing. So let's see. I've already created a new Android project. This is my code so far. Okay, so this might work. Let's see. Let's just copy the code. Okay, it has the package. Paste it. Okay, one import missing. Dialog. Let's import it. Over here, I have an error. And the error is composable invocations can only happen within a composable context. Let's just copy this. Still does not work. So I was a bit too confident that it will provide me the correct code from the get-go, but it seems that it doesn't. Okay, it gave me a modified code. Let's copy it. So it changed the to-do list and the add to list add to do button. Okay, so I think I can paste it here. No. I'll try one more time, and if this doesn't work, it kind of proves that you cannot just get the correct code from the first try. You would still need to tweak it a bit. So what? Okay, so I have to delete these two and paste the new ones. This doesn't work. Hide keyboard. Let's just delete it. I don't care about this stuff right now. If it works, body small, I don't care. Let's see if this works. So if this worked, it took me just under 10 minutes to create this small thing rather than an hour. So it all comes down to the prompt you ask it. If you're very specific, buy groceries, clean room, add to do, enter to do, next, to do, add. Whoa! It worked. And this is another approach. So now we are not going to a new screen, but rather we have a dialogue model that's showing up, and we can add the to-do, and it already adds it. This is way better, way better. So lesson learned here, it's really, really important to write good detailed prompts of what you want. In the first attempt, ChatGPT assumed that I want to learn how to write code, and it started by giving me a lot of extra information about what it's doing. It kind of explained each step a bit more than I wanted it to. In the second scenario, I told it from the beginning that I just want the code that does that. And I explained it quite okay-ish what I want the code to do. I could have been a bit more precise. So think of it as writing some documentation for a project that you want to be done. If you write it in detail, you'll get great results. If you just write it vaguely, you'll get vague results, or like something that doesn't really work. So yeah, I think you can use that free version of ChatGPT to generate a simple app in less than 10 minutes if you write the correct prompt in a correct way. Really amazed. I didn't give it any chance. But yeah. So I'm really, really amazed, and I'm looking forward for the future because this is the worst ChatGPT will ever be. It's only uphill from here. So that's been it. Until next time, stay curious.